Hey, welcome back, everybody. Okay, so it has been a week, exactly a week, a little bit more than a week. I'm a little bit late to the party. It's already past midnight here where I'm at, and we're gonna finally get around to reading this dang chapter. Okay, so just a reminder, I'm not going to show any images from the panel. I'm just going to be reading it, and if you want to read along with me, I will let you know what page I'm on when we read it. Okay, so here we go. First and foremost, chapter 1130, The Accursed Prince. We're going to meet Loki? Finally going to meet Loki, I guess? Okay. We got Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 17. Sword got stolen during nap time, and it's just Yamato sleeping. Arms outstretched, Tama on one arm, there's a sword in the other, and an arm reaching from off panel, grabbing the sword. Do I recognize this sword? It's got a bunch of circles that almost look like eggs on it. I'm not super familiar with it. Let me check chat real quick. Alright. Apparently we have rewards enabled. Okay. So yeah, we're still on the cover page. That's all that there really is in the image. I guess there's a building in the background that looks like a straw hat on a building. And they're both asleep with snot bubbles. But beyond that, nothing interesting in this cover page. Which means I guess it's time to move onward. Let's go to page 2. Page 2 and 3. Alright. Listen up, warriors of Elbaph. Oh, it's Frankie. Cutting Frankie? The search is over! Dorian Broggy. What? To make a long story short, we searched and we searched and we didn't find nothing. That's Oimo and Kashi. But we know they're alive. Alright. Frankie, Jumbai, and Brooke with Robin. So here's the full crew that's not on the island or wherever the other people are. They're alive and well. So thanks for trying so hard to find them for us. It really warms my heart. Is Frankie gonna cry and pull out the guitar? And so let's wait for them in Elbaph. We're all heading for the same place. Indeed, my shark network didn't turn up anything either. We're just grateful that you went to such lengths to search. Plus, we're out of food. No point in any of us, or all you'll starve in the process. Alright. Dory, you see. I see. Well, their own crew says so, that they're fine. That seals it. Steer us back to Elbaph, boys. Is the ship flying? Let's toast to our safe return. We're out of food and drink, Captain. Gahaha. Alright, cutting back to Luffy's group. It's huge. Look at this tree. How many thousands of years old is it? We got a big panel that's taking up a full 2/3 of the page. Are they all like this? So big. Is that a mountain? It's freezing. Look how long this rope bridge is. So there's a rope bridge leading to like a castle. Or from a castle, I should say, is where they're at. It just leads off into the distance. So this weird castle house, I guess, is where Road was hanging out, and that's where his little giant terrarium was. Basically, they're on a castle on a snowy mountain with a rope bridge that leads way off into the distance. Wait a minute, it's so vast, I feel like I'm getting dizzy just looking at it. Oh. Hide, there are giants coming down the bridge. This is going to be a perspective joke when we get down to the other end. I wonder. Alright, moving to page 4 and 5. Oh, there's people I recognize. It's Gerd and Goldberg. Why did Hardin have to bring that weirdo onto the crew? Oh, I didn't know Gerd was their doctor. I did know that Goldberg was the cook. Well, that's because he's a good navigator. Oh, I hate him. Look, he's the shame of Elbaph. It's him. Oh, I hate him. Loki's not the shame of Elbaph. It's him. Oh, so Loki's got this title, the shame of Elbaph, but Gerd is attributing it to Road, the weird collector guy. I can see that. Yeah. That's only gonna make Rodo happier, so we're going with the Rodo pronunciation, I guess. You saw it, didn't you, Piper? His crow was carrying a little boat in its mouth. Cool. So Gerd's got an owl, and apparently the owl's name is Piper. Somebody who knows more about Greek mythology than me can probably determine more about that. Intrudish have to be caught, of course. Are they gonna make everything Goldberg says end in SH? But Roto Creatish, Intrudish, all on his own. Oh god, yeah, they definitely are. Oh, the rope bridges for giants. Oh, they're so tiny on this rope bridge. Hi, Luffy. They seem nice, says Luffy. No, stop. I'm going to find them and tell Chief Yarul about this. Oh, Yarul's still kicking around. I don't know if we've seen Yarul in the present day on the timeline yet. So that's news. I guess Yarul's around. Last time we saw them was in Big Mom's flashback. Did you hear that, people? They said the name Elbaph. We've got to be there. I didn't know there were giants so beautiful. Of course, Sanji. Punctuated with a heart as always. Alright. Hey, you guys. Where fucking Luffy immediately shouting out to them, and Nami basically covering his mouth. Idiot! They said intruders get caught. Did I imagine that? I think so. Ugh. I guess Goldberg's got a bit of a lisp. Roto, are you in there? Oh, is Roto gonna spill the beans, though? Whoa. It shakes a lot, and it's so long. Okay, I guess they're just leaving on the long rope bridge for giants. You gotta hurry. If those giants come back, there's nowhere to hide. Thanks for the input, Zoro. Luffy's just growling, standing on the rope. That's probably the most efficient way to travel at their size. Luffy's standing on the rope. It looks like it's only like maybe like 4 feet across, or like, given the width of his feet, it looks like it's 4 or 5 of those. A giant-sized bridge means every step is a pit to avoid. Don't worry, Nami. I used to balance on ropes all the time. I gotta zoom in. Who the hell is saying that? Oh, it's Chopper. Okay, Chopper's saying that. Yeah, that's what Chopper did, actually. Yeah. Back in the Drum Kingland, he went up and down the mountain on a ropeway. I'm good at this. It's a trial. It's a trial for a brave warrior, says Usopp. The forest below is packed with giant wolves. Oh, Zoro's asking Luffy a question. What's up, Luffy? Can you feel that too? Something's tingling. Okay, I guess Luffy and Zoro sense something. Well, I'm not going. Oh, thanks for the input, Sanji. Then Al, and neither are you. You're not setting foot in any forest in the entire world. It's whoever I heard roaring back in the Block Kingdom, I think. You guys keep going across the bridge. What? Did Sanji just jump? Or is that Zoro? It's hard to tell from below. Let's zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, it's Luffy. Luffy jumped down off the bridge. Okay. What are you doing, Luffy? Be brave, Usopp. Where are you going? It's all wolves down there. And he's gone. Well, that's concluding pages 6 and 7. Okay. What does it say? We attacked Egghead. Oh, we're cutting back to the Giants, Dory and Broggy. Yes, that was in the morning paper. Why would they lie about us? It's too tiny to see. Oh, Robin, I'll read it for you. The giant pirate crew returns after a century of slumber. With Emperor Straw Hat Luffy, they set the seas around Egghead aflame. Captains the giant pirate crew, Broggy the Red Ogre and Dory the Blue Ogre, are each worth a bounty of 1.8 billion. We have bounties? Yeah, they were 100 million each before, weren't they? Well, Dory and Broggy got a new bounty update. How many people predicted that? 1.8 billion. I didn't think we were back in action. You were each at 100 million back in the day, right? That's a big jump. Of course, inflation means currency value has changed a lot in 100 years. It seems appropriate for an Elbaph warrior chief captain now. Oh, there they said it. They said the I word. They said inflation, which means we gotta wonder how expensive certain people's bounties would be with inflation. Gold Roger's bounty is the highest bounty in the series, but that was like 20 years ago. What do you think Gold Roger and Whitebeard's bounties would be adjusted with inflation now? 2 years into the future, like 6% higher, give or take? It's a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, our captain, the culprit who murdered Vegapunk. What? Another masterclass in lies and distortions. So he killed me, didn't he? Oh, Lilith, hi. I was hoping we'd continue your conversation from like 3 chapters ago. Shut up, you know. Shut up. You know he was protecting you to the end. When was this picture taken? Are we gonna find out that fucking, what's his name? Dripper Scarfino Geraka is taking photos of Luffy still? At some point in Egghead, I'm sure the World Economic Journal has people everywhere. They'll pay good money for photographs. Alright, that's the bottom of page 9. We're just breezing through it at this point. Alright, pages 10 and 11. When Luffy turns into his free form... Oh, Robin's got the glasses on, I just noticed. Does this mark appear on his arm? Does it? He's usually moving around so much, I've never gotten a good look. It seems unnatural to me. So Luffy still has the X tattoo on his arm in Gear 5. His hand is blurred, but the mark is crystal clear. Strange detail to focus on. Just seems familiar to me. Oh, these are the only people in the crew that don't know. Amazing to think that Straw Hat's considered equals with red hair now. Okay. He's the son of a king too, you know. We had a youngster named Harden on our crew. I hear he's your follower now. Okay, I misread that out of order. He's the son of a king too. He was a real tempestuous brat, though. He was he? They wanted to come get you too. But in the end, it was only us old-timers. Because of a bit of a trouble back in Elbaph. Trouble? Ah, oh no, did the website crash? Oh, I think I fixed it. Alright. Let's resume at the back at the top of page 11. It happened while the captains were away. You see, in Elbaph, the king had another official child known as the Accursed Prince. He committed all manner of evil acts and was sentenced to crucifixion a few years back. Yikes. But nearly escaped his punishment. It took all of our warriors to get him under control. All the giant warriors of Elbaph together. Would his name happen to be? Yeah, he's got a few screws loose. His desperate desire for a legendary devil fruit passed down through the Elbaph royal line. There's a devil fruit passed down in the line of giant royalty? Led him to kill his father, King Harold, and eat the fruit. The next time that Loki the Accursed Prince is unleashed, the world will be brought to ruin. He is the shame of Elbaph. Oh, we got like a huge page spread here. Oh, is that supposed to be Loki? Oh no. At the bottom of this big page is Luffy walking up to a giant in chains with a skull that has a crown emblem on his belly. A giant steel cap helmet with long-ass horns, kind of like the Marvel Loki. Name yourself. I'm Luffy, the man who will be king of the pirates. King. Where am I and who are you? This is Warland Elbaph's Kingdom of Warriors, the most powerful nation in the world. I should probably say, I moved on to page 14, which is a full page spread. 14, 15. The most powerful nation in the world, which once lived and breathed warfare. And I am the sun god who brings the world to an end. Loki. To be continued. 15 pages. Kind of a short chapter. Oh well. Well, this was definitely exciting. I feel like the pacing was a little bit fast during the rope bridgeway scene. But then we get this big story, we get to catch up with everybody, and we get a little bit of fun details. So, how do I feel about this? So we got new bounties for Dory and Broggy. That's big news. The main crew just got revealed the backstory of Loki. Luffy apparently has found Loki. Loki has some sort of ominous, powerful devil fruit. No clue what it's going to be. They seem to think that they're the sun god. So, who knows what that's all about? And then we get a full wide shot of Elbaph. I kind of wish they went with the backwards fable spelling in Viz. But this wide shot panel of Elbaph, though, it's pretty big. So it looks like to be some icy mountains at the bottom level, of which the tree that takes up half the island has a bunch of has like a lower canopy and an upper canopy, and there's like a gap between the two of them. And I think I see like villages inside the middle canopy. So this is the Nation of Giants. We finally got a wide shot of it. Luffy has already wandered off into danger, and he has left the entire crew behind, so I guess we are now have 3 groups that we're going to be following. We have, I'm going to call them Usopp's group, which is on the ropeway above the forest. We have Luffy on their own, who has dropped down from the rope bridge into the forest and has stumbled across Loki. If we're meeting Loki this early, I wonder if Loki will actually be the main antagonist of this arc. I'm starting to kind of doubt it. Because Loki feels like they're already defeated and already chained. Unless Luffy's going to do something stupid, obviously, and unchain them. Because why would Luffy do anything other than that? Alright. And then we have group, I'm going to say Frankie's group, because every time we cut to them, it's Frankie that speaks first. The main crew and the Giants, they're on their way to Elbaph, but aren't there yet. So yeah, we got 3 groups that we're going to be primarily follow. Maybe we'll follow Gerd and Goldberg, though I doubt it. Ironically, that's the group I want to follow most, but we're probably going to follow Luffy's point of view, if I had to guess, next. Or technically no, since we cut away from them, it's probably going to cut to the people on the rope bridge next, and that's what's going to be going on next. As for theories on what Loki's devil fruit's going to be, he's probably going to have like a sun fruit of some kind. If I'm wagering, it's like a sun fruit. Or a soul fruit. But that's soul with an S-O-L. Like Soul Ring. The card that I want banned in Commander. Well, outside of the pacing on this chapter and the length of this chapter, it was a good chapter. I'm not really sure what I look forward to in the next one. But if people still want me to make these, I'll keep making them for a time being. Well, I don't really have much more to add, so for everyone who wants to see me do more content like this in the future, the best way to stay informed would be to join my Discord. I will announce what I'm going to be streaming and when there. And the best way to do that is to follow the links in my YouTube. I am Sheets of Ink. That's the @ sign that you'll find me on like Twitter and YouTube, even though I'm not really on Twitter anymore. But every single one of my YouTube videos, including this one, will have the link in the bottom of the description that has a link to the Discord if you would like to stay informed. Otherwise, you could just do the bell thing, but I'm not going to ask people to subscribe. Don't plan on doing that anytime soon. But what I will ask you is all to stay safe. See you all next time. Bye-bye.